Welcome to RCR Wireless here at Mobile World Congress. I'm Lamore Schaff, and with me is Robin Kent from Adax. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, good to be with you.
So tell us first a little bit about context. What does Adax do?
Okay, Adax provides the ability to really make applications in the value-added services market perform well. We provide the lower layer hardware and the software, and then the application developers put their application on top, and we make sure that it runs how the network operator wants it to run.
Okay. So a great example of this is an announcement you had last week.
Yes, absolutely. The Agata application, which is a URL content filtering application, this is primarily for parental control. So our product looks at the packets, it decides where they're coming from, where they're going to, it can pass up information about the individual websites that somebody's looking at, and then the Agata application takes that intelligence that we give it and turns it into their product, which ends up as a parental control application for the operator.
And you have some other really great scenarios and contexts within which the data you have is being used. What are some other examples?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're picking up all of the packets that are going through the network. We're looking at where they're coming from, where they're going to, what type of content they are. So, is it a YouTube package, for example? Is it a Facebook message? Obviously, we're only looking at the type of data. We're not actually looking into the packet itself and seeing what they're actually saying and what they're doing. But that sort of intelligence is really useful for the operator in a number of ways. It can be used for charging and billing type scenarios. So you can get much more detail into the charging and the billing if you can bill by application or by communication or whatever. So it gets the operators away from the all-you-can-eat type bundle packages. We also provide the sort of intelligence that comes up into other applications around the network intelligence. They could be, for example, to provision the network. So you could say, well, if it's business communications, you want to prioritize it one way in the network. If it's just sort of casual downloading of pictures or something like that, you might want to give that less priority in the network. So it's all about network intelligence and understanding what the packets are doing in the network.
So are there some trends that you can talk to us about that you're seeing as you do this analysis of the networks?
Certainly. I mean, the biggest area is in the areas of charging and billing. Those used to be pretty straightforward. You'd bill by the number of minutes somebody spent on the call or the number of SMS messages that they sent. That data now needs to be a lot more precise, a lot more specific to the application, to the user. So that's moving down through those levels on the billing side.
And here at Barcelona, what are some things that you're going to walk away with as best of from the show? What are some data points you're taking away with?
I think the biggest change for us, not just in that network intelligence area, but one of the other areas we look at, which is in the core network for the LTE networks, we're seeing a lot of interest in that for specific applications. So things like rural networks, so taking broadband out to the rural networks in Africa, for example, places like that. Using them in campus and in buildings, something where the 4G technology is just not being used today.
Robin, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you so much for joining us here on the show floor at Mobile World Congress. Please stay tuned for more from the show floor.